Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for kind of starting your year with me, and some of you starting even your day because it's very early in the US. Uh, so we will do that together. I love doing things with other people. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I have some cheat sheet as well because otherwise I can go all over the place. So welcome here. We will go from disconnected to design. So we will have a holistic reset for 2026. And this space is a pause, it's not a performance. Open your workbook if you have it, and feel free to pause anytime when you watch the recording later. There is no judgment here, only listening and learning. So I also have mine, and I will fill my paper along the way at the same time as you all. So here is our roadmap for today. We will have a short introduction, reviewing the year, facts before stories, what this year revealed about me, choosing intention over pressure, and we will have a short closing ritual. And we will follow this thread. That's not perfection. Wellness begins with awareness. A little about me. I will not give my full bio here because that's not the point. As you can guess, I'm French from the accent. Generally, people guess it quickly. I'm a busy mom of 5, a big man, which is here on the picture on the bottom left, and 4 little ones who live with me in London. I'm a wellness and nutrition coach, and I have been that since 2018. I started as the client of my son. My son was my coach. He coached my mom then in her transformation. He coached me. So that's more about the physical here. But quickly, I moved from nutrition to hormones to kind of holistic focus, which is more about like the emotions and everything around. Because particularly as women, there's no way we can do only one side and not having impact on everything. It's a holistic journey. So now I will put my camera off because that will be more about you than about me. Reviewing the year. Facts before stories. Take a few minutes and write. So if you have your paper, take the workbook. If you don't, just put that on a draft paper and you can fill your workbook after if you want. Write down the 3 moments of 2025 that you are proud of. 3 moments, and ask yourself 3 moments I'm proud of, 3 moments that were difficult, and 1 thing I kept showing up for. I will leave you some time to feel that. So try to find your 3 moments. And I'm sorry, I did not allow any time to feel the first part, the opening reflection. 1 word that describes how this year felt. If you see your workbook number 1, opening reflection, if you had to choose only one word that describes how you felt about 2025, what would it be? And one word, I wish it had felt like. So that's about the first one that I skipped. I'm so sorry for that. We are in the number 2 on the workbook, looking back. So what actually happened? 3 moments I am proud of, big or small. 3 moments that were hard or disappointing. And one thing I kept showing up for, even when it was uncomfortable. Next one, we will talk about story versus fact. Fact is what occurred, what really happened. And story is what I made it mean. Which part am I reacting to? So when something happened to you, ask yourself, am I reacting to a fact or to a story? And we reframe stories, not facts. Awareness opens the door to direction. And we will go to the lessons now. Reframing, lessons over failures. Ask yourself, what did I learn about my needs? What became clearer about my limits? What would I do differently next time? And a failure is information, not an identity. Disappointment can become direction. And on your workbook, under the number 3, reframing failure as a lesson, you can write about situation. What didn't go as planned? If you have something, an episode in mind, ask yourself, what didn't go as planned? What expectation did I have at the time? What did this teach me about my needs, limits, and values? And last one, what would I do differently next time? Not better, just differently. I will leave you some time to write down. Remember, a failure is information. It's not a verdict. Signals over self-judgments. Lessons shape the next year. Take one breath with me. Inhale through your nose, hold, and exhale through your mouth. And every time you feel a little overwhelmed, that's what you do. And the longer you do the exhale compared to the inhale, That's how you are calming your nervous system. Patterns are signals. One pattern I notice, so that's, you will have to write a little in your papers as well. So one pattern I noticed from this year. One pattern I am ready to leave behind. One pattern to carry forward. Awareness before change. Clarity grows from noticing, not from blaming. So I will leave you sometimes with that. Ask yourself, not about a single episode, but more like of a pattern. What did you notice about 2025? And from what you notice, what do you want to leave behind? What do you want to carry forward? And now we will talk about energy. Energy audit. What drained me this year? What restored me? What deserves less access to me next year? And what deserves more access to me? Balance is personal. Energy is honest feedback. So I will leave you some time about that. What drained my energy this year? What restored my energy? Who or what deserves less access to me next year? Who or what deserves more access to me next year? And let's focus on 2026 now. Choose one word for 2026. Intention over resolution. Don't take any resolution, just have an intention. Direction by a few degrees. If this word guided my decision, what changes? So ask yourself, what word would be a nice word for 2026 for you? And ask yourself, if this word is what guide your decision, what will change? And now, what the year asked me. Meaning making. Stop, start, continue. What is the foundation I keep? So on your workbook, you have the number 7 tiny anchors. One habit I want to protect, one habit I want to experiment with, one boundary I want to practice. So one habit I want to protect, one habit I want to experiment with, and one boundary I want to practice. As women and moms, very often boundaries are not where they should be. And that's how you will have sustainable shift. Because when we do resolution, we do a lot first day, second day, and then everything drop because it was too hard. So when you focus on one habit or one intention, that's how you will build the shift you want. And you don't have to do this alone. I have some one-to-one space. We can learn about nutrition, hormones, and energy in context, and you will get clarity before commitment. It's free. I offer an appointment together if you want. That would be a personal wellness mapping session to see where you are, where you want to go, and basically map the gap of both of them. And we can do that together, because sometimes we know what to do, but we don't do it because we are alone. And remember, this year didn't break me, it informed me. So breathe, trust, and go gently. If you go back to your workbook, you can see a closing reflection. One thing I am ready to release. If you close your eyes, you put your hand on your heart, you know what you should release and let go. And what is the one thing you are ready to welcome? I'm writing at the same time because of some stuff are coming in my mind as well. And when you hear, this year didn't break me, it informed me, translate this sentence in your own heart, in your own language, basically what it informed you about. What does it mean for you? Thank you everyone for being here. And I hope you wrote some stuff and you had some maybe aha moment. And if you want to talk about that and have some feedback together, feel free to come back to me and we'll get in touch about that. And for people who are here on the live, we can have a little of a conversation now. I will just stop the recording.